What's up, guys? I know it has been a minute. I am back with another video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how to make this off-the-shoulder ruching dress. So, this is simply just a pattern for this gown. I will not be cutting it out in real fabric. Just using a bit of muslin and playing around with the muslin to get that fit correct. So, if you guys are interested in seeing how I do this, stay tuned. So now we're just gonna go ahead and lay down our bust in our regular pencil skirt pattern. Now as you can see, I am going in and pushing it out, adjusting it to my client's measurements. In addition to the fact that I'm gonna go ahead and add an inch to that middle line area. So on the fold, you're gonna go ahead and add an extra inch to your client's measurements, and this will be the area that you use to sew and create that ruching, which you will see later in the video. So now as you can see, I am measuring out her V. Now this is the area that I slightly messed up a little bit. I did not cut her V low enough, saying that it was gonna be off the shoulders. So it's just very important that I would definitely bring it down a little bit lower than how I cut it, so that you'll be able to still get that off the shoulder effect, and it still can show a little bit of bust. Now, as you can see here, we just went ahead and grabbed that back piece, and we're gonna go ahead and adjust it to her measurements. Now I am very lazy, so I prefer to cut two things out at one time, but with her back measurement you will not need that extra inch. So what I'm just doing is I'm just going back in and cutting out that extra inch just on the back piece. You're definitely gonna need that extra inch for the front piece, but for your back piece you do not need it. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going in and cutting out that extra inch. First, we're going to go ahead and start by cutting down this center seam starting at your V. Now, as I said, I definitely would have cut my V a lot lower if I knew what I know now. So, yeah, but you're just going to go ahead and measure 1 inch from that line that you just cut. And you're just going to go ahead and do a straight stitch down those markings of that 1 inch. So now that you've gone ahead and sewn that 1 inch from the edge of the fabric, you want to lay your fabric down flat with the raw edge up, and you want to go ahead and start opening up that seam. Now, as far as this seam, you can make it long, you can make it 2 inches, 1.5 inches. It's just based off what you're comfortable with, because you're gonna have to go in and you're gonna have to sew on each edge of the fabric, leaving enough room to be able to feed something through it. So just what I decided to do, I wanted to go through and just press it so that it could be a little bit easier to sew, and that while I was sewing it, it would be flat, as you'll see in the video. And as you can see, after I am done pressing, you're just going to go ahead and sew down each edge of that raw center seam. Now, after this process is done, you want to put it right sides up, and you're going to go ahead and sew your front piece to your back piece, sewing down the side, the top of the shoulders, and that's it. So as you can see here, I'm just going through and adjusting it. Like I said, my client's measurements were a little bigger than those of my mannequin. But as you can see, I am opening up that back area around her neck, and I'm also opening up right at the top of her shoulders. So definitely when I redo this outfit, I want to definitely open up her V and definitely open up the top of that neck, and that'll just allow it to go more so off the shoulders. Now if you don't want the off the shoulder look and you just want a basic kind of on the shoulder top, or maybe a on the shoulder off the shoulder top, that's what this great part of this muslin is, for you to be able to kind of play around with it and adjust it to your liking. Alrighty, so this is the fun part now. Now we actually get to create the ruching. So what I did not show on camera was I simply just cut a strip of fabric. As you can see in the video, it's just a regular strip of fabric, and I am putting a safety pin on the end of it. Hint, hint, great trick to feeding anything through something. So you saw how we kind of created those pockets. You want to go ahead and feed that piece, that little thin piece of fabric through there. Now you don't want your fabric to be too thick, as it will be harder to feed it through. Additional tip: when feeding it through, you want to make sure that you are going around and feeding it all the way through the other side. Perfect. Alrighty, so guys, now I am altering the top of the dress. As you can see, I'm going to go in and cut that V a little bit lower. Like I said, if you go a little bit lower with the V in the top in the beginning of the process, it won't be as tedious as trying to do it once you are playing around with the muslin on the mannequin. But it wasn't the end of the world, so I just marked off how low I needed to bring it down on the actual garment. But I brought those V's down, and now I'm just kind of playing around with the ruching to see how high I want the ruching to go, how detailed I want the ruching to be. The more you pull it up, the more defined it will be. So yeah, here we are just adjusting it to my liking. Now on my muslin, as you can see with my permanent marker, I'm just going through and marking all the things that I think I should add. Like here, I want to add, make sure that her sleeve goes out a little bit higher so that she has a little bit more room for her arm. So yeah, just those little tweaks. You can play around with your muslin to make sure that it's more comfortable for your client. And lastly, you want to just go ahead and rip that thing apart. I like to go ahead and iron everything flat also, so I can go ahead and make a final pattern for this. Now if you guys want to see more details of me actually cutting out of real fabric and me actually using it to see the final result, definitely let me know. This could be a part 1 of maybe a part 2 series, me showing the actual garment. So if you guys are interested in seeing something like that, just let me know. Alrighty, I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned.